Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. Today is Thursday, July 23rd, 2015. My name is Matt Bernat, filling in for Frank Fortunato, who is in London this week. As always, follow more news updates on our Twitter account, @Catex TV. Fosen-owned reinsurer Peak Re has agreed to acquire a 50% stake in Caribbean insurance group Nagico Holdings as it looks to expand its presence beyond Asia. Founded in 1982, Nagico has a financial strength rating of B++ by AM Best, rating a range of personal and commercial insurance. Gross written premiums totaled $142.5 million in 2014, a 6.6% increase over the prior year period. The St. Martin-based carrier ceded $45.1 million of its premiums to its reinsurers, representing a 31.6% cession rate. The firm generated net profits of $9.7 million in 2014, while shareholders' equity grew to $92.8 million. The acquisition marks another step in Peak Re's international expansion strategy, having initially had an Asia-Pacific market focus when the company launched in 2012. In 2014, non-Asia Pacific business accounted for 20% of $288.1 million in gross written premiums as the reinsurer began to build a portfolio in EMEA and the Americas. Last November, the Insurance Insider revealed that it was mulling creation of a Zurich-based platform in a bid to ramp up its international expansion plans. Commenting on this deal, Peak Re's CEO, Franz Joseph Hahn, said that it's a well-established P&C insurer in the Caribbean market, and this investment will provide us with attractive growth prospects in the region. Most of a massive fire that tore through a New Jersey warehouse is under control, officials say. Evacuated residents, however, still have not been allowed to return to their homes as of Thursday morning. 200 people were still out, and even though 85% of the fire had been contained. Smoke was still visible on the ground. By late Wednesday afternoon, the Environmental Protection Agency said that the air quality surrounding the North Brunswick, New Jersey area near the fire appeared to be safe. The 5-alarm fire broke out just after 2:30 a.m. local time inside the DCH Collision Center on Livingston Avenue. The fire was mainly in the center of the building Wednesday morning when it started, and it spread from there. North Brunswick firefighters answered the call of an alarm to the backside of the building, but after the fire officials say that the sprinkler system was unable to contain the fire, additional manpower was called in from 5 surrounding counties. They were on scene dealing with the hotspots through Wednesday evening. The chief said it'll remain through the night and into tomorrow, and they're taking precautionary measures with not letting people back into their buildings. Residents spent an anxious night away during constant air quality tests, and officials must wait for the fire to be extinguished before they begin investigating the cause. The local Olympic bid committee in Boston for 2024 would seek to buy $500 million in insurance to cover a loss of revenue if an event is canceled due to a major disaster, and $350 million in coverage for decreased ticket revenue if a major competitor dropped out of the games. The proposals are among a number of insurance policies Boston 2024 has pledged to buy in an effort to reduce the risk to taxpayers if Boston were to host the Olympics in 2024, the committee said in a statement. The committee issued details on its insurance plans Wednesday on the eve of its first televised debate. On Thursday night, bid chairman Steve Peglica and the U.S. Olympic Committee member Don Doctoroff will debate Olympic opponents Chris Dempsey, co-chair of the group Boston Olympics, and Smith College economist Andrew Zimbalist. The 13-page document the committee released Wednesday acknowledges that historically the International Olympic Committee has required host cities to guarantee they will deliver the games, potentially requiring the use of public funds if the local organizing committee cannot raise enough money to put on the event. Olympic foes have built their campaign primarily on the issue of risk and whether taxpayers should be on the hook for revenue shortfalls or cost overruns. Boston 2024 laid out plans to buy $100 million in coverage for damages owed to the IOC if the city was unable to meet its obligations to host, and up to $200 million in case an Olympic sponsor could not make payments in support of the Games. The committee plans to buy $500 million as public liability insurance in case anyone is injured at an Olympic venue or by an employee, $250 million in coverage in case revenue is lost to a terrorist attack, and $500 million in all-risk umbrella policy coverage, among other things as well. Boston 2024 expects to use multiple insurance carriers to provide the coverage, the committee has said. The committee's $4.6 billion Olympic operating budget accounts for $128 million in premiums. The bid committee said it will require venue contractors to have insurance, including surety bonds, a type of coverage that would require the insurer to provide the money to finish a project if the contractor falters, Boston 2024 said. It is also developing insurance plans with specialists, including a quote from Randy Norns, Executive Vice President from insurance giant Aon Risk Solutions, suggesting the coverage plan is feasible. The committee said it expects to issue requests for proposals from insurance brokers by August 1st to further develop this plan. In Douglas County, Colorado, a tornado destroyed the Devil's Head campground. The National Weather Service confirmed that it was an EF1 tornado that touched down between 2:05 and 2:10 p.m. local time on Tuesday afternoon. Created a path of destruction 100 yards wide, 500 yards long. And officials say the tornado damaged a campground and picnic grounds in Pike National Forest and damaged the trail to Fire Lookout Tower. It's closed until further notice for safety reasons. There is not an estimated time for reopening. Crews are removing down trees over 6 acres. However, no injuries have been reported. That's the news for today. Thank you for watching. If we have any important breaking news, we'll come back on and tell you. As always, stay tuned to our Twitter account at Catex TV for more news updates. Thank you and have a nice day.